to Rotten and Forgotten. I found a new project the other day, and no, the dog wasn't included. That's the same shop dog that's always here. But this is a 1992 club car, electric. And I don't know a thing about it, other than forward didn't work, and the batteries are all stone dead. So that's great. But anyways, I think we can make it do something, work, maybe, hopefully. The dog really wants to go for a ride, so do I. So let's dive into it, I guess. There's a lot of wires underneath that seat. It's pretty intimidating, but I've got Google and a multimeter, and you know, that's about it. But let's get to work. We'll take a quick spin around the rig. Got a fresh tire up there, it looks like. The rear tire's holding air, so that's good. The cab's got a slight bend to the side. This golf cart has been tipped over a time or two, I was told. We got some small gauge wires dragging on the ground with factory wiring, so that's pretty neat. And you know, around here, the seats are in immaculate condition. It's got a steering wheel and, you know, pedals. My goal for tonight is to figure out this battery situation, kind of see how things work underneath there, and make a game plan. Now, unfortunately, these are all dead, and I'm pretty sure they froze too, so that's not good. The chances of these batteries coming around are slim to none, but there's still a chance, so we'll spend some time working on them and see if we can bring them around, because sadly, batteries are expensive, and when you got 6 of them to replace, you're looking at some serious coin. Let's rip the seat off, see what's going on underneath here. I think they just kind of unhinge. Oh boy, there's a lot of wires. I'm gonna take some pictures. So remember how all this goes back together. Luckily, there's a lot of diagrams on the internet and whatnot, so I should be able to get it somewhat together. It's hard to say. I've taken a few minutes just to eye everything up and kind of figure out how this thing operates. I got a big power lead going down here and a negative coming up here, but I got red wires that go into the negative, and yeah, it's interesting, but I think we're gonna figure it out, maybe. Or is that a positive? Do we get a black going to a positive? What? I don't know. That stud just broke off. Got a lot of corrosion underneath here. That's great. And interesting wiring. Fun stuff like that. Let's start removing things. See what we can break. We're gonna blow the whole carrier system and all that out because there's a lot of junk in there. I've been scrounging around the last couple days and I managed to find 3 12-volt batteries. Now originally it had 6 6-volts hooked up in series, so it was 36 volts. Well, with 3 12-volts we'll get the same voltage and it'll work for our testing purposes. So, you know, we're gonna start making series with our jumper cables here, and then we're going to start hooking up wires if we get the right voltage. We got a voltage meter to check that, and if we screw up somewhere along the way, the smoke should guide us to wherever it's at. Maybe. But anyways, let's get to work. We got to go minus to plus, plus to minus, and then these 2 end terminals should have 36 volts, supposedly. What one is this? Let's go plus, red to plus, yep. And then we're gonna need the red to the minus. Okay. Now we can check to see if we have 24 volts. And if we do, we're on the right track, which we should. "24 volts. Perfect. Now we gotta take the plus to the minus with the black leads. Boom. And now we should be at 36 volts. Oops. What one is that? Well, that's my plus. That one's gonna be the minus. Plus, minus, and we're at 36 volts. That worked. Wow, electricity. Very fascinating. Especially when you don't know nothing about it. In here for now. We got positive to negative, negative to positive, negative to negative, positive, and we even got voltage, so that's good. We've got some serious art going on in here. It looks great, and you know, let's try it out. Let's try forward. Well, that's not supposed to work. How about reverse? They're both working. I don't know. Now I suppose the right thing to do would, you know, get the 6 volts and then put them all together and run it that way, but I kind of want to go for a ride. So I'm thinking we tip all these down, throw our extra wire in here securely, and try it out. See what this thing can do. What do you think, dog? You like it? I think that's a yes. These old batteries actually took a little bit of charge, which is extremely surprising since they were frozen at least once, maybe twice. They sit right up here at 6 volts. This is a cheap tester, but when I hit the button, it drops them into the weak. It's sitting at about 5.5 volts with the tester on. But I'm hoping with all these batteries hooked up in a series, we'll still be sitting at the 36 volts, and hopefully we'll have enough juice to, you know, tootle around the yard if need be for now until I go purchase some new batteries. But that should be okay. We're gonna dive into these battery tie downs. Now when they corroded and whatnot, they turned them into little spears. So we got this ready rod here. We're gonna chop these tie downs down here somewheres and take the ready rod, chop that, weld the two together. Boom, we got new battery holders. And the way these work, they just slip into the little groove here and stick up, and then battery slots go across. I've got a pretty crude jig built up here. You put the pieces against the wood, butt them up, and zap, zap. We're gonna have something, I think, though. Might start our wood on fire, but mind the details. I've been cleaning up on the batteries a little bit. Some of them, the bolts are, you know, corroded out, so that's pretty neat. Picked up some marine ends, and I also picked up some more wires. And yeah, we're gonna put these on these two that are corroded out, and then put these back in the machine, tighten them down, hook our wires up, clean the wires in there a little bit more, and do some testing. Let's get this thing wired together and see if we got 36 volts. We'll start over on this side. We're gonna need a minus to a plus. Minus to plus. There we go. Plus. 18 volts. Plus here. Plus to minus. That's 18 volts. Oh! There. Ah! It never fails. Batteries make sparks, especially when you're dumb. Plus to minus. Hopefully I didn't fry anything there. We're sitting at 36 volts between these terminals here. The last thing to do is hook up these two grounds over here, and we should have power again to our golf cart with the original 6-volt batteries. Now, this isn't quite ideal. You probably should put new ones in, but this is just to get me by until, you know, I get to town and buy some new ones another day. So, yeah, let's hook that up and see if it works still. Everything's plugged in. I'm going to turn the key on, give her a sniff check or two. Look for smoke. I'm not seeing it, so that's good. Let's try out the forwards. And reverse. Okay. We got something, so that's good. Let's try plugging in the charger for the cart and see if that charges. Pretty sure you just spike her in here somehow, carefully. We got the charger plugged in, so it's charging 36 volts instead of the 6 volts individually. I didn't charge them all the way up because I just didn't have time. Well, we can check and see if this thing's actually charging if we use our little guys here. We should probably be at like 37 volts, I would guess. Ooh, we're actually at 40 volts. So, interesting. We're gonna get to work fixing our headlights and our bumperage. They're a little sloppy. So, I'm thinking new bolts probably might do the trick. Not sure. Let's see what's going on down here. Oh. Well, there was zip tied on, so that's pretty cool. Well, really? That is really cool. They just come right out. Oh, okay then. Well, that's pretty neat. Wow. This would be why our headlight, well, this one ain't working. The wire's pulled out of it. I'm not sure if we can fix that or not. It appears the white wire just has to be ran through here or soldered on there or something of that nature. Let's try the switch and see if we get something now that it's plugged in. Holy cow! Well, this one's got some lightage. You're not going to believe it, but I broke that light bulb. So it's just for looks now, at least the left side. The right side should still work. I put some new bolts in there. I'm going to tighten them up. I found a couple of grease zerks to grease on, and you know, the other ones have all taken grease, but this one, not so much. This side also has fishing line wrapped up on the axle, so you know, maybe it's seen some water or something. 11:30 seconds. Got that zerk out. Can we get some grease to come out of it? Oh yeah. So zerk's fine. We're just having an issue on the inside. It probably hasn't been greased in a while by the feel of it. I've got some more wires to fix on back here. As you've seen, they're dragging, so that's good. There's only 3 colors, so we should be able to figure this out. They've been patched before, and it doesn't look like it's going to be too difficult. We got some more wires dangling on underneath here. We're just gonna throw them in a wire loom to keep them safe. There you have it. 1992 club car, electric 36 volt is back on the greens. And it's running better than ever. Now, I really don't know what I'm going to do with it. Whether I'm going to keep it, or sell it, or jump it, or trade it. I don't know. But I do know it needs new batteries. But other than that, it works, it drives, it brakes, and it's pretty classy. I even got one headlight in the front now, so we can do some night riding and fun things. But yeah, that's all I got. Thanks for watching Rotten and Forgotten. We'll catch you on the next one.